and welcome to LHS News. I'm John and beside me is Braden. Our first story today, we will look at some national news. Since President Donald Trump has took office, he has been very busy. We wanted to know how some students at Lyons High School feel about President Trump and his recent actions.
Hello, today we have some students at LHS about our current president, Donald Trump. Our 45th president took office on January 20th, 2017.
I'm with Trump because I support all his ideas. Sometimes it's a little crazy, but he's pro-life and I respect that, so I'm with Trump.
Donald Trump has passed some risky executive orders. For example, not allowing residents from 7 nations from entering the U.S.
Well, I'm all for it because, he's trying to make this country safer than what it already is because it's a bad place here and a bunch of terrorist attacks. And if he can count on the Muslims, I guarantee he'll count on the terrorist attacks. I'm for it.
There have been plenty of protests against Donald Trump. For instance, protests saying, "Not my president," even though he is.
No, because I don't think protesting and destroying stuff is going to really help the cause that you're fighting for, and doesn't really help everyone who has to work for that to make it better.
For LHS News, I'm John.
On January 27th, President Trump signed one of his more controversial executive orders. The order blocked immigration from 7 Muslim countries, some finding the executive order as a sign of racism, while others say it is needed for national security. We decided to interview some students here at Lyons High School to get their opinion on the issue.
President Donald Trump's executive order signed on January 27th suspends the entrance of immigrants from 7 Middle Eastern countries. These countries are Muslim majority, and because of this, the ban is controversial. According to President Trump, quote, "Our country needs strong borders and extreme vetting," end quote. Students here at USD 405 have conflicting opinions on this executive order.
I feel like it should not be necessary.
I don't think he really has too much hatred for putting the executive order on. I think he's just simply proving that, hey, I'm going to do what I say. And he's proving that to the American people right now.
We were curious to see how much research students have put in for his executive orders, so we asked a few of them what they know about them.
I've dabbled in it a little bit. I've noticed some things about how it targeted various countries that the Obama administration has put as endangered.
I know some stuff, like the fact that, or what he's doing with education and who he is making his cabinet, right? Person for some education, all sorts of things.
I don't know how much hindsight he put behind it, and I feel like it was rash, but I feel like he's doing it, again, just to prove his point.
I feel like it'll hurt the United States with other countries. Like, it'll affect other countries.
The appeals court has since ruled a unanimous verdict on February 9th against the executive order, so it won't be seeing any light for now. For LHS News, I'm John Hoskins. And let's move on to more state-level news. The Kansas economy is facing a $348 million deficit. Governor Sam Brown back in the Kansas legislature have not figured out what to do with the problems yet. With this large of deficit, it is hard to Kansas schools, and they'll have to make budget cuts to make ends meet.
Today we will be talking about the Kansas economy. The Kansas economy is ranked last in all 50 states from last July to September.
But as just a Kansas resident, of course, if the economy is strong, I benefit, and if the economy is weak, then I usually have to pay higher tax.
Classes are funded by the school economy. This means in the future we will see school budgets diminish.
Well, any cuts to school would be devastating because we have a wide range of kids with a wide variety of talents, so cutting anything will be really devastating. Maybe something that could be cut is
Cutting the sports program might be a good idea for balancing the budget.
Maybe something that could be cut is maybe the sports program, but I'm not 100% for sure on it because I'm not 100% for sure on where all the funding goes. But any cut will be devastating to the economy and future generation of kids.
For LHS News, I'm Lance Wilder.
Will it rain today? Let's head over to LHS News Weather Studio to answer that question.
Thank you, John and Braden. Before you leave the house today, you'll want to bring an umbrella along with you. We have a 40% chance of rain starting at 3 p.m. During the night, we can continue to expect rain. There is even a chance that rain could switch to snow as the temperature drops. We don't expect any snow accumulation. Tomorrow, we can expect a high of 59 degrees and a low around 42 degrees. Tuesday will be much warmer, with a high of almost 70. Let's now look at the rest of the week. Wednesday will be the lowest temperature for the rest of the week at 54 degrees, and the following days will be in the 60s. For LHS weather, I'm Corey Lee.
Next, we have some local news here at Lyons High School. Our first Lyons High School news story is about the National Honor Society and the bake sale they had last week to raise money.
On Friday, February 10th, at Lyons High School, National Honor Society held a bake sale. Members of National Honor Society got involved by working the booth and selling raffle tickets.
I am raffling off big goodies for National Honor Society fundraiser.
They sold raffle tickets. They cost $1 for $1 or 6 for $5. The winners were called during halftime at both the girls' and the boys' basketball games. The National Honor Society had the bake sale for many reasons.
Well, we are raising money because National Honor Society doesn't require a lot of money, but we need a little bit of money to operate, so that's why we're having a bake sale right now.
Group, we decided that doing a bake sale to raise money and also to benefit the community.
LHS benefits the community. They are donating half the proceeds from the bake sale to the Humane Society. LHS also helps the students.
I feel this will help the NHS students grow, yes, in more ways than they probably think. It's teaching them how to organize an event, how to put it on.
For LHS News, I'm Karen Bates.
Our next LHS news story is about the high school forensic team. Their season kicked off a couple of weeks ago and wanted to see how the season is going so far.
Makes it look a lot more.
With the beginning of a new year comes an exciting new season for the 2017 forensics team.
Forensics is competitive speech and acting. I have a really good potential. Like, we have 30 kids out, really good speakers this year, really good actors. So we are really going to work at honing their potential.
Like their coach, veteran and novice forensicators alike have their sights set on a successful season.
I've been in forensics for 4 years.
This is actually my first year.
I mean, I've never really tried in forensics. I'm sure if I tried, I'd do a lot better than I do now.
I want to qualify for state, which means you have to get first at a tournament.
Push ourselves beyond what we normally do, and to hopefully place in the top 3 at league, place in the top 5 at state, and to hopefully qualify some kids to nationals.
And for some, it seems already that these high hopes are well placed. Their path to victory paved by their hard work.
I've done impromptu, and I also have a new duet that I'm doing. And it's called Ditzies, and basically it's just 2 really dumb girls who go out driving and get lost in the woods. And they're like all hurt because they keep doing things to hurt themselves, and it's just funny. It's also a comedy.
This year, I am in informative, which is when you write a speech about any topic and inform about it. I am also in IDA, improvised duet acting.
With this kind of potential, hard to see anything but a bright future for forensics. From LHS News, I'm Tasha Wheat.
Next, we would like to talk about the preparation for the spring play that they are going to be doing this spring. The play is called The Bold, the Young, and the Murdered.
Lyons High School is performing the comedy play The Bold, the Young, and the Murdered on March 9th through 11th. The Bold, the Young, and the Murdered is about a soap opera titled The Bold and the Young. The Bold and the Young is getting awful reviews, and actors must finish an episode that night or the show will be canceled. However, people start dying throughout filming, and they have to figure out who's killing them.
They've been practicing since December, so almost 3 months. Every practice, there's some good, there's some bad, there's some ugly, but we get through it.
We also asked which roles the actors were playing.
I am the assistant director.
In the play, I'm Danielle, and she's like the resident, dumb one.
My character's role is Carrie, and she's an intern on the show.
My character is Bill. He's a pretty fun character. You know how there's that one guy who's been with all the women? That is Bill. That is who I am playing in this show.
For LHS News, this is Robbie Stansberry.
Finally, our last story today is a look at the seniors here at Lyons High School. With less than 3 months until graduation, we wanted to see what their plans are for the future.
Spring is around the corner, and we decided to see what some of the seniors' plans are after high school.
I plan on attending Friends University.
I plan on going to Allen College in Iola.
I'm going to Fort Hays, the University of Kansas.
KU College, and then back to the family farm like usual.
We asked them what their senior quote was that went in the yearbook.
It's one by Patrick Starr. It's, "Who are you people?"
4 years later, and I'm still an idiot. Thanks for nothing.
They all felt different about leaving and being on their own.
No. I don't want to leave.
I'm ready to leave, but I'm going to miss my dad.
I'm done with this whole high school thing.
Some of them had a couple words for the incoming freshmen.
Be really active, but have fun with it. It's high school.
Don't care what people say about you. Just be yourself and study hard because high school does go by really fast.
For LHS News, I'm Katie Hazen.
Thank you for joining us today at LHS News. I'm John, and with me today is Brady. Have a nice day.